Sixth place, you can call it that all you want to, but a win's a win.
And how confident are you feeling about 2018? You think this year we could see a repeat of that?
Probably not, but we're going for something big, hopefully.
Oh, well, if you look to the Trick Lake, we have something a little bit different out there. We have a kneeboarder, our first kneeboarder of the tournament. And I'm a huge fan of women's tricks, but I don't like to see women down on their knees like that. I'm a big supporter of women's rights. I like women to stand up on 2 feet and be their own strong, independent woman. But desperate times and backward schools sometimes send their skiers out knees first. And she is waking up some quarter points here. That side slide, that is a whole 10 points for her team. Crucial here in Division II women's tricks that we get all of those kneeboard tricks scored. We're going back-to-back kneeboarders here on the Trick Lake.
How bad did I mess up, though? How bad did I mess up the extra high?
Very proud of my kneeboarders.
Ashley Stevens from Clemson riding away jump number 1. Pretty tidy opening jump there from her. And we got Nathan Kelm here, he's the coach, he's the advisor of a lot of these kneeboarders. And tell me, mate, what is the strategy behind getting all your girls down on their knees?
You know, 120 points is better than 0.
See, I sympathize with that, and I know it's rough. You haven't had a lot of time leading up to nationals, but I've had a lot of success with putting girls on 2 trick skis.
Well, when you're working on 3 events, it's just easy to throw them on a kneeboard. They can quickly get 100 points, where on 2 skis they only get like 40.
Or what about a wakeboard? A wakeboard works too. I mean, basically any way that we can get a girl doing something somewhat athletic. I mean, a kneeboard to me is just kind of it's not teaching them any balance that's really applicable to any thing further down the road. That's why I'd rather have them up on 2 trick skis or a wakeboard early on the piece, because then at least they're gaining some valuable balance and learning about line control. As a kneeboard, really, they're just they're like a 4-year-old tubing. I mean, there's really no effort there at all.
They're still learning line control, but not going to lie, we just recently acquired a wakeboard.
Okay, so that's it was more of a financial constraint.
I thought you were more concerned about their knees. I'm not going to say that one into the mic. I'll say it.
So you tricked earlier today, Nathan. How's it looking so far for you doing a repeat of last year and sweeping D2? Did you trick well enough?
I sucked in trick and ended up getting 6th place.
So it's not looking good then? No. No, it's looking pretty much impossible at this point. Well, there's always slalom left, and great work jumping yesterday, 149. That's got to be close to a personal best for you, mate.
I haven't gone to over 149 in a while, although my best is 153.
Okay, so it's pretty solid jumping. Yeah. And Ashley Stevens out there from Clemson jumping well, 57 feet on the board. Is this Ashley Stevens pulling out for the three-quarter cut, or have we got a new skier? I think we've got a new skier. And this is Mary Keenbaum from Western Washington University here. Three-quarter cut to start. And pretty tidy opening jump there from Mary. Rides that one away. Very strong women's jump team, WW. Team coach Terry Goodman here.
Mary also had some fun out at the bars last night. I saw her really enjoying herself with a very mixed crowd. So I know she really enjoyed it. She'll probably be back there tonight if I know her well enough. And I would expect a PB tonight, or this afternoon. She really excelled last night, and I think she might do it even better today.
Yes, well, I understand she was actually the instigator of the whole Christian Forsey incident, which will go down in history as one of the most funny and bizarre things to happen at a Collegiate Nationals. It looks like on the trick lake we have someone on 2 trick skis, and this is something I can get behind.
You know, in Washington, they're used to trolls to get with, so anything better than that will do for, especially for Christian. He'll really excel in anything better than trolls. Okay, Mary doesn't ride that one out. A little crooked in the air. Tail breeze is not helping that out too much, but she seems like she'll send a good one on her third one.
And a wakeboarder now. We're seeing it all. We've seen everything except one trick ski so far today in Division 2 women's tricks. We've seen knee boards, we've seen double trickers, we've seen wakeboards. And maybe at some point in rotation 4 we could get someone on a trick ski. Okay, third and final jump now for Mary Keenbaum in Western Washington. Pretty tidy approach here. This could be a little further, maybe knocking on the door at 80 feet. And building well throughout that set. Okay, on the water now on the jump lake from Rollins College, it's Jenna Morgan. Transfer, started her skiing career at the University of Alabama and transferred to Rollins. Out here on the water, looking to pick up some valuable points. The Rollins girls team pretty strong this year. They've got a full field. Fortunately, their guys lacking a little bit in the firepower department. It looks like a tidy way to open there for Jenna Morgan. And we have our first single trick skier, it looks like, over there on the trick lake. Look at that, opening up with a 99-foot effort, 99.
Yeah, exactly.
A very pretty jump there from Jenna Morgan. Great air form, and I think that'll be over 100 feet there. Just tidier jump. Yes, that jump 103 feet, 103. Okay, third and final now for Jenna Morgan of Rollins College. 103 feet on the board. She's capable of much more, though. Turns now another similar spot. And another very tidy jump. Not sure it will really be any further, but very tidy, safe jumping there from Jenna.
Test, test. All right, we're underway with D2 women's tricks over on the other lake. Our last event here on that lake today. Heather Blair from Michigan State on the water, now done with her pass. Try to get you some updated team results. We have four D1 events now in the book, so it'll be pretty interesting to see where we're at overall.
Four D1 events? What's the fourth?
Right. Oh, no, we still got D1 women's. We got 3 down.
3, yeah.
Almost a fourth.
So who's in the lead right now?
I haven't looked in a while. I haven't looked since women's slalom, so we should have men's slalom in the books. We could take a look at that. I don't think it is yet. All right, up on the D2 Trick Lake, we got Madison Corinnes out of Auburn, the Eastern region. Soon to be the South Atlantic region, or the SAC region, we're going to call it. South Atlantic Coastal Region. Well, check this out, Curtis. Updated D1 scores. There are 45 points between first and third right now. We have quite the battle. University of Louisiana Lafayette in the lead right now with 61-80, followed by Florida Southern with 61-50, and 15 points behind that, Louisiana Monroe with 61-35. That is crazy. Alabama's in fourth, Rollins in fifth, followed by Texas A&M, Arizona State, San Diego State, Clemson, Ohio State, Western Washington, and then La Crosse. Those are your top 12 in D1 so far. All right, Sydney Tate on the water out of Wisconsin-Madison, the Badgers. Oh, unfortunately, an early fall for her.
And spinning around at the far end on the jump lake, about to come in for her first approach, is the second Mary Lou, skiing for ULL. Keep things nice and simple. They've got two Mary Lou's on their women's jump team. This one, Mary Lou Major, and she'll be doing a full double cut here to start.
Where are we at over here, Kurt? Is this the end of fourth rotation?
Yeah, we're getting to the business end of round 4 of women's jump. Currently, it's still 135 feet.
Just want to give a special shout out to Cheryl Silverheart. You are awesome.
Whoa, big jump over there, Curtis.
Yep, we could have someone knocking on the door of a new lead. It was a very solid opening effort there from Mary Lou Major.
All right, over on the trick wake, we have Lexi Schuler from Texas coming in on 2 skis. Division II women's trick. A 132. What's that? I think so. What's leading over here in women's jump?
135 feet is the lead right now, and we've had a bunch of scores in that 130 to 135 range. That's solid from Mary Lou. Probably gets her in about 4th place or so. Going to be huge, though. If you can gain an extra few feet, get ahead of the pack there, that's big points for ULL. Like you said, currently leading the team's competition, and if they can jump well here today, they can try and maybe hang on to that. Of course, ULM very strong in women's jump, so it wouldn't surprise me if we saw ULM leapfrog a couple spots here at the conclusion of women's jump.
Next up on the Division II women's trick lake on an e-board. A new rule in the NCWSA that I know Curtis is a big fan of. Knee board counts as a quarter of 1 ski point, so flip is a flip, be 125 on a knee board. That'd be pretty good.
Jump number 2 here for Mary Lou Major. Another solid approach, bit of an upper body crush. She's lost some critical feet there off the top of that ramp. However, a good deal more speed, and it could potentially be a fraction further. We'll wait and see.
Curtis, I think we might have a new leader over on your lake, or at least a tie.
Yeah, we're just checking the meters right now. It's tied in feet. We'll see who edges ahead in meters.
Tie between Maryland.
So we have a tie in meters, Curtis. A tie in meters.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny, too, because it's a tie between the two Mary Lou's, who both got a ULL.
Is that two runoffs, then, if they tie?
Yeah. It's like you're seeing double. Can we check to make sure this is, in fact, a different skier?
All right, over on the Trick Lake. Hannah Casper out of Cal Poly.
Wait, do Lena Bosca's want the...
Yeah, and of course, over on the jump lake, that was Paige Reaney, the freshman from Florida Southern, just passing jump number 1.
All right, up on the Trick Lake, on a knee board, wearing a helmet and a speed suit of some sort, not sure. This is Amber Aho from Iowa State, the leader of the Spirit Award. This girl runs that engine for that team. Captain. Also an involved NCWSA committee member. Chair of Marketing Membership.
Okay, Paige Reaney of Florida Southern on the water now, looking at a score on the board for the Moccasins. Edging the base of the ramp now. This looks better from Paige. Big float off the top. And that is a very tidy opening jump there from the freshman.
All right, a 118 for Paige, 118. All right, over on the Trick Lake, looks like a Boilermaker with that bib, 2 skis. It is Elizabeth Chatlin from Purdue. The Boilermakers making it back to Nationals for the first time in about 4 or 5 years. All right, attention D1's women trickers. Rotation 3 and 4 need to get down to the dock. We are almost into that already. Rotations 3 and 4, D2 women's tricks.
It's moving fast over there on the Trick Lake. Paige Reaney, 118 feet, jump number 2. Plenty left in the tank, though. She's a better jumper than 118. She needs to pull out a score here for her team. We've got that log jam from 130 to 135. Could she be the first to break free? She certainly has the goods. If she can get it together here on jump number 3. It's a better approach here from Paige Reaney. Good float. Still letting go with that hand pretty early on. They're losing some important pull there off the top of the ramp. And it might be a little bit further. It won't be enough to take the lead, however. And so from freshman we move to another freshman, and skiing for the University of Alabama, who have jumped so well today. They're really looking to cash in on some valuable jump points. It's Anna Gay, of course known predominantly as a trick skier. She is the current world trick record holder, of course, but pretty handy across all 3 events is Anna, and quickly developing into a well-rounded overall skier. And she will be Alabama's 4th round women's jumper, looking to see if she can't stake her claim here and get up close to that lead of 135 feet.
All right, over on the trick lake from Grand Valley State, Caitlin Kubis coming in, Division II women's tricks. Second rotation here. Grand Valley State making it to nationals, part of the wild card. Michigan State, and Grand Valley taking the 22, 23, and 24th slots here at nationals. The Connelly Skis Nationals. We'll thank their title sponsor.
Okay, jump number 1 here for Anna Gay of the University of Alabama. Plenty of speed, drives in the base of the ramp. Good float off the top. That's a big jump there to open from Anna.
Oh, that was a good-looking jump, Curtis, but she's not going to ride it out.
Oh, I missed that. Well, perhaps just the swirly breeze in the air catching a little off guard, because that was a tidy jump. Unable to ride it away, however.
All right, over on the trick lake. Coming in on 2 skis, we have Miami of Ohio's Annie Morris.
So that fall of Anna Gay's was 131 feet. That would have been enough to get her in the top sort of 5 or 6 right now. But I think she can go even further than that. I think Anna Gay here has a good chance of taking the lead in this women's jump event.
Oh, in case you didn't have enough knee board, Curtis, we got one coming your way.
I think Iowa State's taking the piss here. There's no way Amber Aho, who jumped about 67 feet off a 3/4, is that uncoordinated, that unbalanced, that she can't get up on her feet on some sort of thing on the water. And I just think that I'm all for a good joke, but she's taking a little bit far. Yeah, that's right. There are 5 teams that have been disqualified from the Spirit competition. And they are the 5 teams who were too lame and had poles jammed too far in certain places to fill out a bio. Those teams, of course, ULM, ULL, Rollins, ASU, and WW.
They still had a balloon arch.
Well, they've been DQ'd from the Spirit Award competition.
All right, up on the trick lake, we got Kayla Carlone from Michigan Wolverines. Big football game for the Wolverines this Saturday, taking on the Wisconsin Badgers at home. Number 15 versus number 12. Not sure if game day is going to be there, but both solid football teams this year. We got some updated Division II team results as well. Iowa State in the lead right now with 35-20. Wisconsin-Madison 34-35. Cal Poly 31-65. That's your top three. Then we got Michigan State, Auburn, Purdue in 4th, 5th, and 6th. Then we got Texas in 7th, Miami in 8th, Texas State in 9th, Michigan in 10th, Grand Valley in 11th, and UCLA in 12th right now.
After just Maddie's trick.
I'm not sure. I'd say a pretty tight battle between Iowa State and Texas A&M for Spirit Award. It's going to be a tough vote. What do you think?
I think Western Washington has the best spirit out there, actually.
I think not. So looks like we had to take Anna Gay back to the dock. Not exactly sure why. I don't think she broke a keel by any means, but something was going on. We needed to take her back to the dock. So coming out in jump number 2 now, Anna Gay. Yeah, they took her back to the dock. All right, coming in jump number 2, Anna Gay. She had a 131 that she did not write out. That's a big, big jump for Anna. I believe she usually trains at 34 miles an hour and barely goes 130. So that was a big jump. Was not able to write it out. Let's see if she can mimic that here on jump number 2 for the Roll Tide. Cuts at it, kicks at it. Not too bad. Maybe not quite 131, but a good team score. What's that? I was wrong. 132 for Anna Gay. Big score for Alabama. Alabama currently sitting in 4th place. Man, do we have a race between 1st, 2nd, and 3rd right now. A mere 45 points between the top 3 teams. We got a lot of skiing left, though. We still got 3 full divisions to score.
All right, next up on the Trick Lake, we got Elena from Madison, Wisconsin.
All right, freshman Anna Gay coming in on her 3rd and final attempt. She's got a 132 in the books. Going to be a contender for that overall race. She's a great trick skier as well. Looking forward to see what she can do in the next 4 years at taking a shot at that women's trick record, currently held by Erica Lane. Let's see, Anna Gay here, jump number 3. She brings it down a little bit more. Got some speed cut in the base. Can she get her lift? Oh, just crushed a little bit on the jump. But let's give it up for Anna Gay's 132. Probably going to be her best jump of the day.
Over on the Trick Lake, it looks like Elena had a pretty full run. I think she'll be pretty happy with that.
Man, I am just wrong left and right here. 133 for Anna Gay. That puts her in 4th place right now. We got two 135s, a 134, and now Anna with a 133.
Over on the trick leg, we got Colleen Jones from UT out on double skis. Let's go.
You're doing wonderful. Wonder how many nationals in a row Texas has been to. I feel like they haven't missed one in 20 years, maybe.
You know, that's as long as I've been alive, so I honestly couldn't tell you.
Oh, really? Oh. All right, next on the water, Elise Alejandra Dominique Grandin. That's a long name. Louisiana Monroe. We'll just call her Dominique. Jump number 1 for the Warhawks.
Hey, maybe she'll jump as long as her name.
All right, just getting warmed up there. Not quite a capable jump that she can do, but she got one on the board.
D2 trick is not very interesting.
No.
I can make it sound really interesting. The side slide.
All right, a 1-2-6, so not a bad opener. Thanks for tuning in to us, everybody out there, if you're looking at the webcast. Joining us here at the Connelly Skis Nationals. What do we got going on here in the Trick Lake? Is that a knee board?
Looks like a knee board to me. I've never seen this done at a college tournament.
Really?
But
Where have you been? That's like the 10th
West
one
Coast.
today. You guys don't do that out there?
we like to stick with our wakeboards and trick skis. We got
Well-
Rachel from Texas State out there on the Trick Lake.
All right, so Dominique, open it up with a 126 for ULM.
Looks like Rachel's getting pretty tricky with it over here, getting some O's, some backs, sliding all over the place.
So all Division II women's trickers should be at the dock. We are probably in rotation 3 with just a couple to go. All right, here comes Dominique, jump number 2 for ULM. ULM currently sitting in 3rd place right now, so they need a big jump. That looks better, a lot more speed. Sorry. These are our top skiers in the 4th rotation of women's jump. We're done so early. I think we should just start. What do you think? Start women's trick tonight? I think we should start women's trick tonight. And then
I agree. We have plenty of time. We could just full send. Let's go.
This is really incredible. This has got to be the fastest collegiate tournament I've ever been to. All right, we got a new leader on the jump lake, 136. Dominique from ULM putting out a new leader.
All right, we got Kyla Miller over here on the Trick Lake. Think she'll be pretty happy with that performance. Looks like almost a full pass. And she is down, but I think that was all the tricks she had to give. So awesome job, Kyla.
All right, folks, all eyes on the jump lake. Your new leader coming down the lake right now. Dominique from ULM, she put out a 136. Little bit of a tail cross out there, but that's giving these girls some speed. She's got more speed there, gets her lift, and I think that's going to be even farther. Could we see 140? She likes it. She wanted to fist pump with her right hand, but she couldn't get out of the sling in time. I'm thinking 140. Let's check out that scoreboard over there. 145. Wow.
Up next on the trick lake, Jessica from Iowa State getting tricky with it, and she's down.
So who do you think, Iowa State or Texas A&M for Spirit so far?
You know, I want to say Texas A&M because they're all my friends, but Iowa State's doing pretty good.
I think we need a D1 Spirit Award winner and a D2.
I agree. That just seems fair to me. Let's see some Spirit, A&M.
All right, up on the jump leg from Texas A&M, it's Krista Butterfield coming in for jump number 1. Choosing to do a 3/4 cut today. All right, nice opener for the Aggie. Who do we got on the trick lake? Looks like a Boilermaker. My alma mater.
Up next on the trick lake, Nicole from Purdue. Here we go. Let's get tricky with it.
All right, Chris opens up at a 99. It looks like men's 1 slalom results have been posted up at the poster board up here. Sean Hunter, your winner. Tie for second between Taylor Garcia and Alex Keene, and then Jamie Calhoun and Jonas Schaefer rounding out 4th and 5th. Don't forget D2 awards tonight. D2 awards on site.
Nicole from Purdue absolutely kills her trick run, spinning all over the place. I think she'll be happy with that one.
All right, here comes jump number 2, Krista Butterfield. Open up at a 99. A little bit more speed. Banked it a little bit, but I think it'll be farther.
I definitely think that one was farther. I think she'll be really happy with that. Fun fact about Krista, she is a certified badass.
Officially? Yeah, you can swear once per hour.
That's it?
Well, you were correct. It was a 102.
Up next on the trick leg, Taylor from Grand Valley State. Looks like she's getting some good tricks in over here. And she is down, but I think that's a pretty good run for her. Looks like she stood up most of the way.
Yeah, so D2 will do both the trick awards up here on the bridge shortly after scores come in. Now keep in mind, it's going to take a little while to judge these, so the awards for women may not be for a little bit this evening, but stick around for that. All right, Krista Butterfield, 3rd and final attempt. She got a 99, a 102, and here she comes on jump number 3 for the Aggies. Well, that's a solid jump set for Krista. 3 good jumps.
112 for Krista over on the jump lake.
Wow,
I think
it's a
she'll
good
be
jump.
quite happy with that.
No idea.
Over here on the trick lake, Madison from Miami of Ohio getting absolutely tricky with it.
All right, coming in on first jump. Oh, a little out of control coming across the wake. A little bit early. She said, I got myself. I'll coach myself.
I think someone needs to let Carrie know the rules about no passing.
That's a rule?
Not allowed.
What about safety? This is Carrie McCollum from San Diego State.
Fun fact about me and Carrie, we've actually known each other since about the 3rd grade.
What do you think about San Diego State's domination out in the West region? You know, it used to be Arizona State when I grew up collegiate skiing, and it looks like they're coming back a little bit, but San Diego's kind of the talk of the town.
You know, San Diego absolutely puts out some great scores there, but Arizona has been slacking in the past few years. I have noticed as well. But they are coming back. They got some good freshman girls. I think their girls team absolutely kills them, but I think they're working on it.
I'm happy to do it, but if you want to, whenever you're ready, I'll.
Over here on the trick lake, it's moving pretty fast. If you are D2 women's trickers, you should definitely be over there.
All right, here comes Carrie, jump number 2. Didn't like that first one. Let's see if she can get this one on that big red ramp. She is early again. Talk about putting the pressure on here in jump number 3.
Looks like Carrie's getting some advice over here from Curtis. She's going to need to go a little bit later, be a little wider. We'll see how this last jump goes.
Do you think that's wise to get advice from Curtis?
You know, I don't really know that much about jump.
That's a risky move, but
Over here on the trick lake, Abigail from UCLA.
All right, third jump coming in here for the Aztecs. Fourth rotation women's jumper. She passed on the first two. This is kind of a big deal here. A lot of pressure. Let's see if she can bring it down enough. Get one on the ramp, get a score in there for her team. Three-quarter cut in here, jump number 3. All right, she likes that one a little bit early still, but at least she took it. Hang on, and we got a scoring jump for Carrie McCollum. A sigh of relief from teammates. Curtis, good coaching.
Over here on the D2 women's trick lake, we got Anna from Michigan State going out.
And you've already changed everyone's name?
Yes.
Even is that? Is she going straight on a wakeboard?
I think it's 2 skis. All right, I'm not sure she's started tricking yet. There she goes. Just took a while to get down there. She's going like 10 miles an hour.
She looks pretty comfortable on those double skis.
All right,
Easy
over
30.
on the jump lake.
And Anna is down, but it looks like she fell pretty late.
We're actually into 5th round now. That was San Diego State's 5th round women's jumper. We're right in the thick of things, and we're not far away from crowning our first D1 jump champion. Back to Wisconsin lacrosse now on the water, and a tidy plop to open things up for them. Kerry McCullum definitely, geez, setting my blood pressure through the roof with that set, passing the first 2 jumps, then pulling out a 100-footer on 3rd and final. And sometimes that's a smart strategy in a way, putting so much pressure on your last jump that you have to go big or go home, quite literally. This, of course, from lacrosse, is none other than Abby Shower, who've had a solid performance in the jump all day, you'd have to say. They've haven't gone the furthest, but they've been very consistent on their lands. 42 feet there from Abby. And we are right in the business end now of women's jump.
Over here on the trick lake, Emily from Auburn. Let's see how she does.
So jump number 2 now for Abby Shower. 145 feet the current lead with Dominique Grandin-Allard, the freshman from the University of Louisiana, Monroe. And currently sitting in second equal, the 2 Mary Lou's from the Ragin' Cajuns. Here we go, second jump for Abby. Another solid. Just comes tumbling out of the skis there, leaves the right ski behind, does a cartwheel. Actually pretty solid cartwheel form, you'd have to say, there on that right away. Unfortunately, no extra points for the cartwheel.
Over here on the trick lake, things are moving pretty fast. I'd say we probably have a pretty good shot at getting it out of here pretty early. Over here on the trick lake, Gabrielle from Wisconsin-Madison. She looks pretty comfortable out here, I'd say. She's looking forward to a solid run. Oh, and she sends it for a flip and gets about a sixth of the way around. Solid attempt.
We've reinserted ourselves back into our skis, and Abby Shower will have one more roll of dice here. See if she can't crack up over 50 feet. Some good battles going on here. Lacrosse will be looking to not place last in Division 1. And if Abby can go up over 50 feet, that'll definitely help their chances. And just looking at the team results, it's not looking great for my beloved San Diego State after a complete blowout in slalom where we were all pretty garbage. And honestly, a pretty poor men's trick showing as well. We're putting all of our chips on women's tricks, which is our best event, but it's going to be very tense times for me tomorrow morning. Third and final now for Abby Shower of University of Wisconsin Lacrosse, and the skis spread there on the ramp and just didn't look very tidy. I think what happened is after jump number 1, she bumped the boat speed up and just wasn't quite as comfortable there with the faster speed. And next up will be from Ohio State University, Claire Hansel, their 5th round women's jumper.
Over here on the trick leg, we got Corey from Texas State. She looks pretty comfortable out here. I think we're getting to some pretty good skiers over here on the trick dock. She's flying through these tricks with ease. Looks like a pretty solid run that she stood up over here. I think she'll be very happy with that. Very few difficulties.
Here we go. Claire Hansel of the Ohio State University. The full 3/4 cut to start. She pulls out nice and wide behind that Malibu towboat. Can she get some big team points here for Ohio? It's a good opening spot here from Claire. And that's a hell of a way to go 65 feet.
Over on the trick leg, we have my very good friend Kayla from Cal Poly. She's looking pretty comfortable out there. Thanks. Oh, and she's down. I'm not sure if she'll be very happy with that. I think she still had a few more tricks to go.
Okay.
How many points?
Jump number 2 here for Claire Hansel. 68 feet to open, the full 3/4. And looks like she's pretty new to 3/4 cuts here. And hopefully she can get a little bit wider, a little bit later here on jump number 2 and perhaps go a little further. Looks like a better approach into the base of the ramp now. Still that signature whole body crush. That was further. I think that should be up over 70 feet on jump number 2. Yep, 71 feet there for Claire Hansel of The Ohio State University, building well into the set. And let's see if she can go just a fraction further. We are down to our last 7 jumpers of the day, or is it 8 jumpers? Next on the water from Clemson will be Nellie Roberts. She'll be followed by Mackenzie Bachmeyer of Western Washington. Alejandra Diosma will open up our top 5. Alice Bagnoli of ULL. Valentina Gonzalez, the Chilean skiing for Florida Southern. Mariah Fields, top seed for Alabama. And last off the dock, your defending champion and collegiate record holder from the University of Louisiana at Monroe will be Hannah Stratslova. Right now, though, Claire Hansel, 3rd and final jump. 71 feet on the board. She's building well into the set. Can she go just a little bit further, edge ahead, get a few more team points for the Ohio State out here today? Looks to be a pretty similar approach here from young Claire. She's scattering into the base of the ramp there, and she may have just got up a little bit higher there. The skis were flapping around into the base of the ramp, and I was a little bit worried, but she managed to not compress quite as much on the ramp that time. It wasn't a full crush. It was more of a 95% crush, and that extra 5% of not crushing got her a whole extra foot. And now, in the full tiger suit with a tail for a Clemson, it is none other than Nellie Roberts, and that is commitment. Your 5th round women's jumper in a full tiger suit. You know, does anyone remember the song from Winnie the Pooh? The wonderful thing about Tiggers? Something about ouncing and bouncing and having so much fun? Maybe she's trying to channel her inner Tigger there and see if she can bounce off the ramp the way Tigger did so successfully in so many ways. Does no one remember that song? Someone's got to, maybe someone could cue it up over the PA. I would love to hear that song. The Wonderful Thing About Tiggers, one of my all-time favorites.
And there is an early fall over here on the trick lake. Not sure if she'll be very happy with that.
Okay, Tigger, jump number 1. Turns now for the ramp. This is pretty late here from Tigger. Oh, he's in a bit of bother. Good bounce off the top, though. That tail definitely adding some distance as it caught the breeze off the top of the ramp. Oh, no. We've suffered an injury out there. We've lost an appendage. It looks like the tail's come dislodged on the right-of-way. Oh, no. She's lost her tail 100 feet on jump number 1, but where's her tail? She's going to have no balance on this next jump, and she will not be able to bounce anywhere near as high. Will Tigger from Clemson.
That's so sad. That's the best part.
I feel like there's some people here doubting me about my recollection of the Tigger song. Surely somebody can cue it up over the PA system. Take me back to 2005. Okay, jump number 2 here for Nellie Tigger Roberts of Clemson. See if she can crack up a little bit further. 100 feet on jump number 1. Could we see her go a little further here? Cleaner turn here. Looks a little more comfortable in the base of the ramp. That's better lift. I think that might be a fraction further from Tigger.
So which one is it? The wonderful thing about Tigger?
Yeah, the wonderful thing about Tiggers. Let's get that over the PA.
We are absolutely flying through all these skiers over here on the jump and trick lakes. If you are hungry after this, make sure to stop by Palmer's Restaurant, Bar, and Courtyard in downtown San Marcos. I heard they have absolutely phenomenal food. College students, take your parents, head on down to Palmer's.
Looks like jump number 2 for Nelly was 100 feet even again. Consistent jumping. Okay, last roll of dice here for Nelly Tigger Roberts in the full tiger suit, skiing for Clemson. Similar approach here, might be a fraction earlier. Can she get better legs though? Yeah, I think that might have been, if anything, a little bit smaller from Nelly. I think without the tail, she wasn't able to bounce quite as successfully.
Up next on the trick lake, we have Paula from UCLA.
Well, that's a treat to watch, folks. I would glance over the trick lake for Paula Jaramillo of UCLA, who is a very, very strong trick skier, capable of tricking up close to 3,000 points if she can stand up this hand pass.
Looks like we're getting into some pretty good triggers over here. I'm seeing some pretty impressive tricks spinning all around. She going for a flip. Here we go, and she lands it. Another flip landed by Paula from UCLA. I have to say that's probably the strongest skier I've seen today over on the trick lake. Absolutely great skiing, Paula.
Well, fantastic. And back here on the jump lake, we have our last skier from Western Washington University, Mackenzie Bockmeyer, taking the water and looking to cap off what has been a strong performance from the Vikings so far in women's jump. She's got the 3-thought cut here, gets nice and low, compresses already before the first wake, springs off the top of the ramp, and that's pretty tidy opening jump there from Mackenzie. Should be up around 80 feet. A jump 79 feet to open there for Mackenzie Bockmeyer. So what do you think, Mary? Was Paula's effort on the trick ski enough to take out the title? Looked like she tricked pretty good out there.
Can you even hear that?
Yeah.
It is the best trick skiing I've seen today. I think she would probably take the title with those 2 flips, unless we have anyone else coming up that can pull off a number of flips.
Yeah, very accomplished skier is Paula, and Paula, I think, on track to do a clean sweep of the Division II women's podium after taking out jump yesterday, and we think provisionally trick today. And definitely the best skier UCLA's ever had, no disrespect to Kirkley, but Paula, definitely the best skier UCLA's ever had.
I have to say I'm quite impressed with how clean those flips were. It looked like absolutely no difficulty.
Jump number 2 now for Mackenzie Bockmeyer. A 79-footer to open. Can she go a little bit further here? That looked tidier there from Mackenzie. I think that could be up over 80.
I think Mackenzie would be quite happy with that one.
I'd say 82. Give me 82.
88. Looks like Mackenzie went 88 feet over on the jump leg. She'll be pretty happy with that, but I think she's trying to send it a little further.
Yeah, 88 feet there from Mackenzie Bockmeyer. Big improvement. Great work from her. And could we see her go a little further? She's one of these skiers that's been knocking on the door of 100 feet for some time now. It'd be great to see her pull out a big jump here at the big dance. Day 2 of these Connelly Skis NCWSA National Championships. Mackenzie Bockmeyer skiing for the Western Washington University Vikings. They've been strong all day in women's jump and looking to lift themselves up the standings a few places here. Can she cap off the day with a big performance? We're about to crack into our final 5 and name our women's jump champion. 145, the score to beat. Mackenzie Bockmeyer, 3rd and final. Oh, jeez. Well, she comes into that ramp at about 3 feet tall. She has her chest down at her skis from the turn and somehow manages to milk a decent jump out of it. And very unorthodox, but in the end, a little bit further, 89 feet on 3rd and final.
But your phone's connected to your laptop. Over on the trick like Kami from University of Texas. See what she can do in the trick course.
Okay, on the water now, skiing for Rollins College is Alejandra Diosma, the Peruvian superstar, and looking to see if she can't pick up some valuable team points for Rollins. Oh, this is a good approach there from Ali. She's got plenty of speed. She's late. Misses her kick a bit. Oh, it seemed a little unsettled there in the air. Tell you what, though, she had got a hold of that one. She could have gone a very long way indeed. That was one of the ballsiest cuts we've seen from any of our ladies today. And Ali there just unable to hold it right through the ramp. But that is the kind of guts and determination we want to see from our skiers. And even missing her lift, that was 124 feet.
Sarah from Texas State. Over here on the trick lake, Sarah from Texas State. She looks pretty comfortable out there. Let's see what she can do. Now it looks like she is down, might be a little bit of an early fall. By how comfortable she looks, it seems that she might have had a few more tricks up her sleeve.
Okie dokie. Second jump here from Alejandra Ozma. This is even later. She has not backed this off at all, and that's bigger. She's gotten a hold of that one to some extent. Still not getting everything out of the ramp, but I think that one will have a 3 in it. We should see something in the 130s here from Alejandra, perhaps even slipping into second place. Oh, no, it's less. It's less. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Well, I thought that was further there from Ali, but obviously losing more on the ramp than I initially thought.
We got Emily from Cal Poly over here getting tricky with it. And she is down. Looks like a bit of an early fall, but I don't think she'll be too disappointed with that one.
Because if someone tries to get up on a trick ski in the bayou and fall.
Okay, third and final now for Alejandra Diosma, Peru. And she's been threatening to go a long way all set and certainly knows how to have a poke at the ramp. Can she get her legs this time? It's another big cut. This is better from Ali. That's got to be further, surely. I know I've been getting it wrong all day, but that looked a lot better from her. Got to be further. She's throwing everything she's got at that ramp, 130 feet. And great work there from one of the beautiful ladies of Rollins College.
You know, Curtis, by the looks of Clemson today, it looks like they might be a consideration in the running for Spirit. They are absolutely rocking out in their orange all over their body, and I do mean all over their body.
I'd say they're at least top 7 right now in the Spirit Award competition, at least top 7. I would say they're right up there with the always loud Rollins College.
Erin from Iowa State over here on the trick lake. And she falls. It looks like an early fall for her.
Okay, we move now to the University of Louisiana Lafayette, currently leading the team's competition going into women's jump. And with sitting in second and third, or second equal right now, they're doing pretty well. This is Alice Bagnoli, the Italian. Plenty of speed, good float off the top, and that'll be right up around and past 130 on jump number 1. ULL, if they can hold this lead through jump, they'll be feeling pretty confident, you'd think, going into day 5. But to do that, they're going to need a big performance here from Alice Bagnoli. Of course, currently in the lead in this event is Dominique Grandin-Allard with a jump of 145 feet. Then the Mary Lou's are tied for second at 135. That opening jump 114 from Alice Bagnoli. And ending up to the ramp just a tad early. And Alice is the kind of skier that gets her distance from going late. And she will know to bring it right down the lake. I think people are somewhat overestimating the strength of this tail breeze. In fact, it's really not much of a tail breeze at all anymore. It's spun around to be more of a cross. And being perhaps a tad too conservative there on jump number 1 was Alice Bagnoli. So second attempt here for Alice Bagnoli. Okay, this is Leia. This is a better approach here. She's got plenty of speed. Can she get her legs this time? She really just forcing that lift. It's not coming very natural. And if anything, getting dangerously close to going a tad too far forward there. It could have been ugly. And that'll be further. It's still not the distance she needs. It's not going to be the 135. That's a second. It's certainly not going to be 145. Yeah, 115 there from Alice Bagnoli.
Over on the trick lake, we got Celia from Grand Valley State getting tricky with it. And she is down. You know, the way the system's working over here on the trick lake, they're absolutely flying through these skiers.
Well, struggling out there is Alice Bagnoli. I keep thinking these jumps are a lot further than they are. She's obviously just losing some speed there somewhere into the base of the ramp. I thought they were plenty late, and she's getting pretty good float at the front of her ski. She's not springing off the ramp a lot, but still, I've been somewhat disappointed with the distance today. I really thought these were better cuts than that, and you can sense the frustration out there. And she is going to attack this third and final jump. She needs to go a lot further for her team. Plenty of speed getting pulled forward here a bit. And again, it looks like a big jump. Surely that's further. Yeah, ULL sounds happy. They're cheering. How far was that? 120 feet there from Alice Bagnoli. And that's a solid effort. Still, though, I can't help but feel she's losing a lot through the top of that ramp. Okay, we're into our final three jumpers now, and we have an absolute superstar on the water, a treat to watch, skiing for the Florida Southern Moccasins. It is Valentina Speedy Gonzalez.
Over on the trick lake, it looks like Emily from Miami, Ohio stood up her full run, starting out with some toe tricks. Look like we might have another person in the running for first.
Here we go. Tripping over a bit there on the counter. The full double cut to start here for Valentina Gonzalez of Chile. And a pretty tidy approach here. She's got a good deal of speed. Lets that one go. In the speed suit, looking to cut through this tail breeze. See, the way I look at it, there's no such thing as tail breezes, because as long as you can go faster than the wind, it's always a headwind. I think that might have been your problem earlier this morning, Elaine. You weren't going faster than the wind.
Yeah.
Jump like the wind, I say.
I should have trained for this. Sarah from Michigan State getting her trick ski on. She's got absolutely a phenomenal outfit on. Full pants while trick skiing. I absolutely love it.
Oh, that is so so slick.
Looking pretty comfortable out there.
Yeah, no kidding.
I think she did my entire trick run as her warm-up. Starting out with some toe tricks here. I really don't think these toes are a problem for her.
Okay, jump number 2 here for Valentina Gonzalez for the Florida Southern Moccasins. Past her opener. This is a pretty similar spot, actually. Hasn't changed a lot. She's going to take this one, though. Banks a bit off the top. She lost some distance there, and she is putting a lot of weight on her shoulders here for jump number 3 because she hasn't done it on the first 2, and the pressure mounts on the young lady skiing for Florida Southern.
Sarah down, it seems a bit early considering how comfortable she was with those toe tricks. Not sure if she'll be too happy with that.
All right, so I do have a update on D2 Trick Awards tonight. After the events are over, we will only do D2 men's trick today on the bridge immediately following women's tricks. So just men's trick. We're probably going to be about an hour and a half or 2 hours before we have the women's trick results. So we're going to do women's trick in between the D2 slalom events tomorrow. So D2 men's trick awards right after skiing today on the bridge, and then D2 women's trick awards tomorrow between D2 slalom events. Thank you.
Well, the pressure builds here for young Valentina Gonzalez of Florida Southern College. She has failed to fire on jumps 1 and 2, and she needs to pull out a miracle here on 3rd and final. Florida Southern currently, or before jump, was sitting in 2nd in the teams. Jump historically has been their weakest event, and they need a big performance here from Valentina if they're going to hang on to that podium spot. An outside chance, of course, at winning the team's event at these nationals, and that would be a first time for them, of course, if they were to win it. Currently, Florida Southern and Alabama combined have won less national titles than San Diego State.
1979.
In fact, Florida Southern and Alabama combined have as many nationals titles as Bakersfield College. For those of you who don't know, Bakersfield College is a one-man team by the name of Sean Powson. He's on site. Shout out to my boy Sean. Hope you're having a great weekend here spectating the nationals. Valentina Gonzalez, jump number 3. We've stopped her at the end. I never did see a distance. Perhaps that's the issue. She could be being thrown a lifeline here. Okay, just a quick housekeeping announcement. We wait on Valentina Gonzalez. There are trash cans all over the site, or rubbish bins if you're from my part of the world. So if people could please be considerate and pick up any rubbish you have or any trash you have and put them in cans. People are littering stuff everywhere. So if you happen to, and just like clean up. If you're walking around site and you see, some trash, some bottles, some cans, some food wrappers, some ULM diplomas, sorry, did I say that aloud? Please pick it up and put it in the receptacle.
We're over a little bit early. So that's it for trick.
Now, there's some confusion over here in the jump lake. We've got Valentina Gonzalez coming back in for what I think might be a repeat of jump number 2. I never saw a distance. What can she do for us out here? She may have been thrown a lifeline here by the water ski gods. And this is a similar approach here. She hasn't really brought it down. Can she get her legs this time, though? This is much better from Valentina. She's flown out there, and that should be up in the 130s, I think. Let's watch the boat here. Is she going in, or does she have one more? Putting the rope between her legs. I think she's got one more. So we believe that was a rewrite of jump number 2. And this will be third and final still to come.
I'm going to go ahead and say that was...
Well, sometimes the fortunes smile upon you out on the lake. And today is one of those days. Valentina Gonzalez, the pressure was building. She only had one jump left with no good score on the board, but the distance was lost. She got a re-ride. That jump, 139 feet, puts her in second place right now, and she still has another crack. So that group prayer by FSC definitely working there.
I don't know about you, Curtis, but I'm feeling a little bit hungry after this. Might go hit up Palmer's.
Ooh, Palmer's looking for a 5-course meal.
Heck yeah.
No, thank you to Palmer's for supplying the food to the officials all weekend. Some lovely 3-day leftover pizza and some baked goods. I think the people I've been seeing to get me food have been going to the wrong spot, because I've definitely missed out on this Palmer's food.
It's not here. It's downtown.
No,
They just
they've
told
been
us to
supplying
promote it.
food.
Oh, yeah.
That's why that's the sponsorship.
Yeah. Why haven't you not gotten any?
I think I always miss lunch or something. Okay, last roll of the dice here for Valentina Gonzalez. 139 feet on the board. That puts her in second place right now. We still have 2 skiers left in the dock, though. Can she push out just a little bit further? Can she take the lead here in this women's jump final? Turns now. This is slightly later here from Valentina. She's got plenty of speed. Can she get her legs off the top? It's good. I don't think it's as far. I think 139 will remain her biggest. Oh, look at the disappointment on her face. She's one of those downwards fist pumps, which you can interpret as being disappointed as opposed to elated or exuberated. We move now to our penultimate competitor. Skiing for the University of Alabama, a Texas local, does a lot of her training in Louisiana at Bennett Ski School. It is Mariah Fields.
I don't know about you, Curtis, but I'm absolutely stoked to see what Alabama's top seed can do.
And you'll notice that Mariah has a visor over the front of her helmet. And the reason for that visor is she took a nasty digger about a year ago and took a jump ski to the face. And since then, she's been sporting a helmet with a visor for some facial protection. And geez, when I saw her, she had a badly swollen face. Was not in a good way, but luckily the swelling has gone down and she's got her looks back, which is good news for her. Yeah, some suggestions here that perhaps a jump ski to the face might improve my looks. I'm certainly not looking to try it out. So Mariah Fields now jump number 1, sprays the 600-foot buoy. Shoots out nice and wide on that Malibu towboat. And this is going to be a pretty tidy spot here. It's late for Mariah. She's going to have a good deal of speed. Can she get her legs? She's chattering around. Oh, geez. Now, she looked in all sorts of bother there as she came into the base of the ramp. The skis were chattering around and, unsurprisingly, wasn't able to get her legs. So she'll forget about that distance. It'll be a shade over 100 feet, but nothing like what she's capable of.
You know, I think she just about gave everyone on the shore a heart attack watching that one.
Okay, we have a pretty important announcement here, so please listen up, folks. We need the entire 4th rotation of Division II men's tricks. Entire 4th rotation of Division II men's tricks to report to the trick starting dock immediately. It looks like we may be rerunning you. I really hope you haven't reached for the liquor cabinet yet, boys, because it looks like you're in for another trick set. Now that first jump from Mariah, 119 feet, 119. Not bad for a crush. So here we go, jump number 2. If she can get a hold of a cut like that, she will fly into the lead. I'm pretty confident of that much. It was one of the latest and strongest cuts we've seen all day. In fact, perhaps the latest and strongest cut we've seen all tournament. This is a lot earlier. She's backed it up. She's looking at a solid score for the team. And that's a much tidier jump for Mariah. Great float time. Just not late enough, though. You know, that's smart. You got to get that score for the team. But again, the pressure mounts here for 3rd and final jump. Apologies, that's women's 4th round tricks. Women's 4th round tricks, D2. Men's 4th round, you're safe. You're safe. You can head back to the bar. We actually want women's 4th round tricks. So tail off those knee boards and get back to the starting dock, ladies. Okay, that jump 130 feet from Mariah, 130. Now that's the jump she should have started with, in all honesty, folks. She needed to get that solid score for the team. And now she's given herself a bit of a hole to climb out of, because Mariah is a good enough jumper that if she got it together, she could get herself in the lead here. I have full faith in her. However, she's only got one jump to do it, and she has to get everything just right. She needs to go probably just as late as jump number 1, and somehow grin and bear it and stomp that ramp, because it's a hell of a thing to kick a ramp when you're coming at it with that much speed and you're that late. She was unable to keep her skis straight in the water there. They started flapping around a bit. She got some speed wobbles into the base of the ramp. Has she got the nerves? Has she got the grit and determination? Mariah Fields. Alabama, the hometown heroes, just because most of their team are actually American. Could they pull off their first ever national title? It's going to ride a lot on this young lady in this one jump. It's going to be late again. She's got the speed. Mariah, can you kick it into the base of the ramp? Off the top, it's big. She's flown. It's a big jump. It's not going to be 145 though, but it might have been just enough to keep Alabama in the hunt.
I say 1.
Yes, 141 feet there for Mariah Fields. Slips her into 2nd place. And we know our women's jump title is going to the University of Louisiana Monroe. The question remains, will it go to the freshman Dominique Grandinillard with a jump of 145 feet, or will it go to the defending champion and the greatest women's collegiate jumper the sport has ever seen, the Belarusian champion Hannah Stratslova? Again, full props and credit to the ULM recruitment team for finding themselves a 30-year-old Eastern European professional who's got the experience for hanging out on the Pro Tour for some 10 to 12 years now, and a hardened athlete is Hannah Stratslova, and coming back to school here to get her 3rd degree for ULM under a different assumed name this time. So Hannah, a former under-21 world jump champion, a former collegiate women's jump champion, of course, the collegiate record holder last year at Bennett's there in Louisiana, setting that record going in excess of 150 feet, coming in jump number 1. And looks like a tidy spot to approach from. She's got a good deal of speed and kicks it. It's going to be big. And it's going to be close to the lead on jump number 1. That's right up around what we saw from Mariah. just before. I think it's going to be over 140. I'm not sure it's going to be quite far enough. We'll wait on the distance. Was that far enough to take the title on jump number 1?
Oh, second place.
Ooh, slips into second place, 142 feet. Okay.
Those are the skiers right there, 4th round.
Okay, these are the skiers, the 4th round women's trickers who are being rerun. Nanaku Shimizu from Texas, Corey Pagazzo from Texas State, Kayla Calabani, Cal Poly, Macklin Cope from Iowa, Camille Clark, Purdue, Mary Wagner, Grand Valley, Maggie Peplow, Miami, Margaret Becker, Michigan, Paula Jaramillo, UCLA, Jean Klotchko, Strong Like Bull, Michigan State, Amanda Skilitsky, Auburn, and Olivia Main from Madison. You need to report to the trick dock immediately. You are being rerun. Okay, so this is interesting here for Hannah because she's already gotten ULM the maximum team points possible. There's no benefit to ULM for her jumping any further. So now, in a rare situation, she's jumping not for a team, but strictly for herself. So on these next 2 jumps, it's all about Hannah out there on the water. It's not about increasing the team score. She is looking for gold, and she is looking to put the freshman in her place. Because there is nothing worse when you're a junior or a senior than letting the young freshman beat you, especially in jump.
She's got to earn that 5th round spot.
She's got to earn that 5th round spot, that's right. So roaring at a course now for jump number 2 is Hannah Stratzlova of ULM. The greatest female collegiate jumper we've ever seen here. And can she cap it off by going back-to-back here with 2 jump titles in a row? This is even later here from Hannah. She's going to have plenty of speed. Drives on the base of the ramp. Big kick off the top. And that should be it. That's further. I think that's going to be enough to take the title here for Hannah Stratzlova. And cool as a cucumber out there. No worries at all. She was staring down the barrel of a side curtain and she didn't blink. And I think that's go. Oh, there we go. 153 feet from Hannah Stratzlova. And she is your 2018 Connelly Skis Women's Jump Champion.
What's the record?
And significantly, that is the furthest jump of the tournament. Finally, someone's jumped further than Nathan Kelm.
What's the
What does she do on jump number 3? Does she try for the record? What's left? Imagine that if she set a collegiate jump record on a tail breeze. Of course, the current collegiate women's jump record held, of course, by her, set at Nationals last year of 159 feet. Fourth round, Division II women's trickers. Please report to the starting dock. We didn't get enough of you first time around. We want to see you go again. Well, Hannah Stratzlova now. What does she do here on 3rd and final? Does she have a crack at a new collegiate women's jump record? 153 feet on the board already. What's she got left in the tank? It's even later now. I dare not watch. She's got all sorts of speed. She kicks it. It's big. It's not 160, though. In fact, it might not even be 153 again. She didn't get the same extension out of the ramp. But, boy, she certainly gets the award for the latest cut of the tournament so far. And congratulations to your jump champion, Hannah Stratzlova, for some superb jumping out there. That, of course, concludes Division 1 here, day 2, 151 feet on 3rd and final. And, of course, the only thing left now is a rerun of Division 2 4th round women's tricks.
Hey, just a reminder, please put your trash in a trash bin, please.
All right, D2 Men's Trick Awards will be at 4 o'clock. D2 Men's Trick, 4 o'clock on the bridge.
10 minutes before Men's Division II Tricks Awards will be commencing. If you are a Division II Men's Trick Award recipient, please report to the bridge in 10 minutes. Thank you.
NCWSA.com. All right, D2 Men's Tricks Awards. Here we go. Being presented by our awards chairman, Savannah Lutz and Libby Van Treese. In 5th place from Auburn with 890 points, Jack Clendining. In 4th place from Cal Poly with 1,120 points, Ty Veo. Ty. Oh. Ty, if you can hear us, drop your rag. Where? In 4th place, Ty Vale. It's going to have a heart attack. In 3rd place with 1,400 points, also from Cal Poly, Benjamin Miller. Your silver medalist with 1,850 points from Wisconsin-Madison, Jared Meyer. Jared Meyer. The gentleman who asked if your pin person counted towards 110 pounds in the boat. Jared Meyer. And your 2018 Connelly Skis Division II Men's Trick Champion with 2,390 points from Purdue, Jose Luis Tejada. Congratulations, Division II Men's Trickers. So just a reminder, we will do Division II Women's Trick tomorrow afternoon in between the 2 Division II slalom events, whatever time that might be. Thank you.
Hey skiers, we need Amanda from Auburn to report to the trick dock, please.